there you go. What more do you want? Seafood pasta. So this is, I made it with angel hair pasta this time. I sort of built it intentionally off an oil and garlic base, aglio and olio, or olio and aglio, whichever. Because it just seemed like the thing to do. And it's really good. Here's the ingredients for this. Some fresh garlic. I'm using a little bit more because that's just a matter of taste. I'm using 4 cloves. Parsley, stems and the leaves separated. We have to chop these in a bit. Crushed red pepper. These red peppers, forget about it. They're, they're dried up, so you can't really work with them to separate the seeds out, which is a really nice way to do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with a commercial pepperoncino. It has seeds in it. You can grind it, crush it nice. These guys, like I said, they're not coming right out of your garden, nice and fresh, where you could squish them and get them all wrinkled up like this. Forget about it. The pasta on this one's going to be this angel hair pasta. Look at this, how nice. Little nest. They're just screaming for somebody to make a dish with, to throw some quail eggs in here and figure out how to do that. These little, it's not always angel hair pasta. There's all kinds of spaghettis that you use to make aglio and olio, pasta or spaghetti with aglio and olio. But today I'm going to make it into a seafood pasta, just to show how versatile this basic, primitive, ancient dish is. It's pre-Roman. Okay, it just takes a second to get things sizzling there. And I turned the heat down before I put my garlic. And I think this is one of those cases where how you do the garlic is important. Crushing it fine is, I think, the way to go. You could chop it really, really fine, but crushing it's a lot quicker. Okay, I got my garlic a little bit overdone here. I'm just pulling out the parsley stems. And I already crushed in, I just went ahead and went with some pepperoncino. And pretty soon we get back on the fire, low heat, and our seafood. Okay, and in it goes just like that, just like that. And one thing I forgot was the parsley. So I just waited until the seafood was starting to sizzle around there a little bit and put in some finely chopped fresh parsley. Oh, and something I should mention is that normally you would put water in with the oil to form your emulsion, but this is a special case here because water comes out of the seafood when you're cooking it, and that is what's going to work with that oil to make this emulsion. You can kind of see it over here. And that's the sauce. And something else I forgot was a little lemon here with this. I should run this through the juicer to make sure I don't get any seeds in it, but okay, and in goes the pasta. Now you notice I'm not using too much water here, and that's because normally with aglio and olio you just use a little bit because you want to concentrate the starch and use that, you mix that back with your olio. But in this case, the seafood water, what's come out of the seafood is what's going to be used here to cook the pasta. Okay, time to move the pasta over here into the sauce. You normally don't worry about this water coming off because that goes into the olio and becomes part of the sauce. So that's okay, get enough out of there. Yeah, a couple more shakes just for good measure. But that's a seafood pasta. Okay, here's just a little something I like to do. The water is out of the bottom of this pan now. You might have noticed all the water that was in there before. And the pasta itself is coated with oil, and everything's starting to fry and sizzle a little bit, which puts a little bit of a crisp edge on some of the seafood, and also the pasta. Oh, look right there. Look at this little piece of pasta right here. Little crispy bit. Those are so tasty, I don't know why. As a kid, I always liked the corners out of the lasagna pan, because they seem to be a little bit more crispy. Okay, plating it up. No drama here. Just boom, boom, boom. Loving these no-stick pans. Okay, that's it. There you go. What more do you want? I guess one more thing I should say is it seems like there's a lot of seafood here for the amount of pasta. I don't know if you saw it in the pan. I suppose you did. But I like that. It becomes a meat and it becomes a second piatti and a primo piatti all in one, which is, it's nice. You know, you can eat seafood, you can eat some pasta, you can eat some seafood, you can eat some pasta, or mix it up a little bit. Not much else to say about it. Bon appetit.